the throat chakra. The throat chakra is the expression of vibration, meaning how you express your voice and also how you listen to another express theirs. So while the throat chakra has to do with coming from your truth, it also has to come from your authenticity and from a place of love. So where it can sometimes get stifled is if we're expressing our truth, but it's truth that we've been given. If it's from coming up from the root, as in what my tribe has taught me, or it's coming up from sacral, what I heard from another person, be it a friend or a partner, that's very different than if it starts to come from the solar plexus, which has to do with what am I feeling and what's my expression in all this. So if we've taken the time to clear out through all the stuff, and now we're expressing ourselves, and better yet, we're going via the heart, which is coming from a place of love, then what we're about to say should probably pass the 3 gates. And those include, is what I'm about to say true? Is what I'm about to say necessary? And is what I'm about to say kind? So is it true, but is it true for myself? Is it authentically true for myself? Or is it what I've been taught and maybe now I'm regurgitating it to either harm someone or debate someone or, just pass on unsolicited advice? Or am I actually feeling this is my truth and I feel that I really need to share this with you? The second thing is it necessary? Do I have to voice an opinion in whatever circumstance I find myself? Do I have to put my 2 cents in? Is it actually going to benefit the situation in any way? Is it going to benefit my situation in any way? And lastly, is it kind? So is what I'm about to say not only kind to myself, but kind to the receiver, whoever that might be? I think sometimes, we can get caught on that first one of, well, I'm speaking my truth, I don't care. And we don't maybe think through that, okay, my truth is my truth, but I don't need to harm someone with it. And I think it does matter that someone else might be harmed with it. So yes, we don't let someone carry on with, say, false information, but there's really no need, more often than not, to express something to such a degree where it hasn't actually helped your conversation, but it actually has silenced someone else or stifled someone else. So this gets especially tricky when it comes to boundaries. If someone's trying to express their boundaries and someone else is trying to say, no, that's not a valid boundary, etc., etc., but that might, that's a whole deeper topic. So from a perspective of the expression of vibration, again, the throat chakra has to do with how I express myself, what I say. Is it kind to someone else? Do I need to even express myself? And then, same token, this other person is expressing themselves. Am I listening in order to respond, or am I listening out of kindness and love and genuinely wanting to hear what they have to say? And I think we, can definitely feel the difference when someone's listening to us just to respond, and you can almost feel yourself get a little tense, like you're trying to rush your sentence out so that person isn't jumping to a conclusion or cutting you off to give you their response because you want to express yourself, and you can just kind of feel it, versus when someone's genuinely paying attention and genuinely listening to what you have to say, especially when it's perhaps coming from a place of upset or whatnot, then you want to be expressed. So a beautiful thing that I like to do for my throat chakra is Om. Now there are many benefits to Om itself. It is considered to be the sound of creation. So Om, as far as the megahertz is associated with Om, has to do with nature, right? It coincides with nature. But what I personally like is that as I Om, I can feel the vibration traveling up my spine, and it just sort of seems to just rattle energy so that everything just kind of locks into place. So I feel that I just feel better afterwards. The other thing is something like singing bowls, which I've got here. Beautiful singing bowls, listening to them and holding one while you play it, and you can feel that vibration. It just makes your body feel better. So quick little meditation. If you'd like to join me, please close your eyes. Maybe for today, you want to breathe in the color blue, the beautiful turquoise blue. And bring your awareness to the very center of you where you've got that spark of energy, that little spark of light in the very center of you. Take that spark and begin to grow it. Grow it until it fills your torso. Grow it until it runs down your legs, down your hands. And then grow it beyond you to fill the space that you're in, to fill the building. Send that energy out into the streets, up into the sky, and deep into the earth. Anchor yourself into the earth. And then bring your awareness once more to the very center of you. Again, let's breathe it in. And then take that spark of energy. It's now much brighter at the very, very center of all that light. And take that brightest spark and begin to grow it. Grow it to fill the torso, the arms, the legs, the head. And grow that energy beyond you. Fill your aura, fill the room, fill the building that you're in. And then allow that energy to go out into the streets, up into the sky, and deep into the earth, and anchor in the center of the earth. Now bring your awareness back to the center, but this time follow it up into your throat. Follow that energy up into your throat and just anchor yourself there. And you can do this either with your intention or with me. I'm going to do 3 ohms together. Taking a deep breath in, we're going to ohm, and then there's going to be a moment's pause. So deep breath in. Take several more breaths. And when you're ready, start to return again to the center of you. If you've been following that turquoise blue light, perhaps now it's gotten brighter. Take that light and now spread it to fill your torso, fill your arms and legs and head. Spread it beyond you. Spread it up into the sky, into the streets, deep into the earth. Spread it out into the oceans. And then return again to the very center of you. Start to connect with your breath. Start to connect with the container of your skin, bringing your thumbs to all your fingers one by one, awakening your nervous system. Take one more deep breath in. And when you're ready, flutter your eyes open and come back into your space. Now, obviously, we did that very quickly, and what you'd want to, I think, aim for is ohming for several minutes. So maybe start out with 5 minutes, maybe then go to 10. But work your way up to maybe half an hour and just notice that if you're in a space where you can get a little bit louder with it and play around with the pitch, you'll notice your spine vibrating, you'll notice things releasing, and you will notice the difference when you're done in terms of how you feel. So I definitely encourage this, and I definitely invite you to practice passing your words through the 3 gates every time you wish to speak to someone, or engage in a debate. Is what I'm about to say necessary to say? Is it true? And first and foremost, is it kind? Am I being kind in expressing this? And I know that sometimes in a difficult situation that's sort of, combative or whatever, we forget that kindness part. But I think we've all been in circumstances where we forgot the kindness part in a difficult situation and maybe regretted some of the things we said. So if we can just learn how to slow down in that difficult moment and still really think our words through, because really all we're harming is ourselves. We're all one. Thank you so much for joining me.